Stay gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Oh, lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then round the outside. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place to overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dornack and Charlie going at it. Ramp on. In the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line? It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.
Gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then round the outside.
Hello and good evening everyone. Welcome to round 5 of season 10. It's tier 2 underneath the street lights in Monaco. Sorry for the slight delay. I got kicked from the loading screen. So we're back in the lobby now. And qualifying is underway. And looks like Fusion Gamer. That's not Fusion Gamer, something there. Here's the first one out. Evening Fresh. 15 months subscriber as well. Lovely jelly. The Amazon Prime is up. And I don't have the Vaughan there. As I was reading the chat. So you got a grid penalty. Did not see it on, but I assume that he does, or someone got a 5 grid place penalty. Evening, Mikey. Right, so Fusion Gamer. Coming around the final corner to set the first lap of the night. It's a clean one, and it's a 11.3. So tier 1 time on Tuesday was a 109.5. Looks like Vaughan has lost it. One of the favourites for pole is already out of the session. And then Paloma sets the real pace. Of a 10.6, she is hot favourite tonight for pole position in this qualifying session, and probably the race, I'd say, as well. Especially with Vaughan already retiring from qualifying. Who else could be looking at? Possibly Hamilton if he gets a good lap in and starts pole position. ICP for a minute. Hasbro's a previous winner here. Last time we were here, season 6, 4 seasons ago, Hasbro was the winner. I think Was it Vaughan famously ran out of fuel in the final couple of laps? As we're on board with Hamilton here, let's see what he can do in the McLaren. It's a 12.2 down P8. Jay Moore is up on his time, he's gone for a double lap. Trey goes P9. Winnett's up there in P3. Vaughan's 100th race tonight as well, and that's not the way you want to start your 100th race, especially around here at Monaco. Let's do it on board. Hasbro's done. He does this quite a lot. Hasbro. He burns his ERS. He forgets to turn it off on his outlet. And look at that. He's got 20% less than 20%. Sorry, than for this lap. So let's see what he can do. And obviously not going to be the quickest time because he's depleted his ERS. Hits the hairpin now. To where all the time is gained and lost at Monaco. Into the tunnel. As we hit the Nouvelle chicane, turn 10 and 11. So very nicely early on the power. As we head up to the back now. Hit the speed through there. We can get him much faster through there as we saw on board on his first lap. All about the turn in on that corner and then up to Raskas. Again, tricky traction zone. And then usually gear 4 through here on the power. Get the traction down. It is P12 for Hasbro. Probably would have been a quicker, but forgot to turn his hot lap off. So Dylan, yeah, it's good on board. Dylan as well, he's about to start a lap in the other Alpine. He's to find some form this season. Does Dylan. He's had a pretty shocking season, and he knows it. How many points has Dylan got this season? Just 2 points to Dylan. I did expect him to be up there. For sure. But hasn't really found any pace so far. Just a few apexes there as well. Who was that just jumped the order? Was it Finley up to P7? I think it might have been. Two Mercedes around 6 and 7 at the minute. It's not a bad lap from Dylan. Could have been a bit better through Sec 2, but it's probably going to be about top 10. There we go, P5 next to his teammate as he found some form at last here at Monaco. AlphaTauri coming round. That is Paloma. She is on another lap here and she goes a tenth faster, 10.5. It's 1 whole second off Firmsy's pole time on Tuesday. Speedy Goose into P2. Let's see that happen. Good lap from him. Serving 2 weeks in a row now. Had a good performance around Spain as well, but just got a bit unlucky with a couple of mistakes here and there. Trey, new signing for Ferrari, was P2 on the grid last week. Got himself up to P3 at the minute. Good pace in Tier 2. Jay Moore, been released by Williams due to real life stuff, his schoolwork. He's back on the grid for tonight at least. He's actually in the Haas. Sure, Tyler would have kept him on if he could commit to the rest of the season, but obviously he can't. currently P6. He was on pole last time we saw him around Imola. His first in 7GR. Unfortunately fresh, that can't happen. What even happened? Tell me what happened. Jay Moore's brushing some walls there, Fusion Gamer puts himself into P2, still half a second off Paloma. And Jay Moore missed the corner completely there and aborted that one. Joel goes up to P3 with 11.0. There's 300ths off Fusion Gamer there. Speedy Goose out again, Trey out again. We have 8 minutes left of the session. Bio up to P2, that's a good performance from him. Good performance from the Aston Martin team so far. They need some points. Get themselves in the battle. They're currently 9th in the Tier 2 Constructors. Currently 8th in the combined, so good result here tonight will push them closer to the mid-pack. There's a bit of a mid-pack battle going on between Williams, Ferrari and Alpine and the combined. They're all on 70 odd points, and Aston Martin, McLaren 8th and 9th, 46 and 46 points. AlphaTauri 20 points behind them, and then it's a 3-horse. Probably add Haas to the mid-pack battle as well, 112 points. And there's a 3-horse race element at Mercedes leading 186 points to Red Bull 179, and Alfa Romeo just behind 174, so it's pretty close in the combined. And here comes Speedy Goose then. Good first lap, can he improve? Can he get himself up there? He does, ahead of his teammate. As Willits gets P2 as well, there's a few drivers now creeping into the 10s. As Trey has lost it at St. Devote by the looks of it, and is going to qualify P7 at the best. Two Mercedes next. Finley has aborted that one, he's invalidated. Where is Joel? There he is. Looks like he's just about to start invalidate his first run. So we'll go back to that McLaren, which is Hasbo, who again had a poor lap. When it's probably on an in lap. So Stingers. There comes Paloma. Try and board the rest of sector 3 here. She's 2 tenths up. Aston Martin gets out of the way nicely there. Just tags the wall a little bit. Very fast into Raskaz there. This car slowed down. Look how close she was to the wall there on the inside. And it's going to be a 10.3, and Paloma is going to be very difficult to beat tonight. Can somebody find something out of the bag here? As Dylan has wrecked his Alpine, and he's going to start P9 at best. Welcome all the way back to Jay Moore, who's in sector 2. Just come out of Portier. And he's slightly down in his first sector time. Oh, and he's just tagged the wall there into the chicane, and that's going to be that. So here's the Alpine Gamer, he's on that outlap. So 4 minutes to go. Yeah, a couple of cars on track. Poe. It's got to be smart with your final lap here. Either go a bit early, get a bit of clean air, but also you've got to be careful not to get in the traffic when everybody's coming out at the same time to do their final run. So I believe Fusion Gamer is going to be the next one. He's got to find 7 tenths from somewhere to even challenge Paloma. I missed that split time because I was reading the chat. There we go. We've got a bit too tight to that wall, just tags it. That's probably 1/10 or 2. Very quick round that corner again, that wrap. And he's 4 tenths up, so he can find a couple of tenths in this last sector. Could be a challenge for pole position. Let's see. It's looking good for Fusion Gamer for P2 at least, and he's only 2 tenths off Paloma. A good lap from the former Tier 3 winner around here. So who's going to be next then? Is it going to be the Haas? Oh no, Paul is on that outlap. This is unofficially 100th race as well, as disconnected from the last one. So I'll count tonight as it's 100th race. There's almost all the cars now out on track. Very difficult to find out who's on the lap. Here comes Icy, Wolf down board. He's done a purple sector, he's 4 tenths up. We'll get him into the 10s. He's still got to find a lot more. There he comes. Second in the championship, Icy. And he goes P6 into the 10s at 10.9. McLaren crossing the line. That will be Hamilton starting a lap. And he's actually forgot to turn on his ERS, I think. Or is he just going around again? So keep an eye on the times. Lenny next. He is actually on outlap. Mercedes going quickly through there. Outlaps as well. Hasbro outlap. Oh, here we go. They hadn't set a time yet. One shot quarter for the pole, and look at that. It's such a difficult corner. You've got to turn in so early, but just turn in slightly too early and you're going to be hitting the inside wall. Turn in too late, you're going to be on the outside wall. So Paul not expecting much here, but it's a P11 despite that mistake. It's a good lap. When it's crossing the line, start another lap. Teammate Jay Moore, Paul's teammate Jay Moore just finished a lap, I think. Stays P10. 20 seconds left of the session. McLaren's done improved there. So Hamilton, yeah, he's down front a lap as well. Aston Martin, Speedy Goose got P3. No, he already is P3. Just complete the lap by, stays P5. So AlphaTauri next. Toe has finished. Poe's finished. Tyler, Icy in the top 2. So here comes Lenny down P17 in a minute. There's a wing there on the final corner. Lenny gets himself up to P14 with not a bad lap. Finley goes P6. Let's see if Winnets was one of the favourites of pole. He's actually invalidated, so it's going to be Jay Moore, the next car through. He's invalidated. Tyler potentially blocking Mercedes here. I think Joel was on a lap here, and Tyler's just... Oh, Tyler's finished, so it's not Tyler's fault, that one. And Joel can't improve. That was just Tyler's AI going around. And I think that is it, unless Bio is on a lap. Cheers. Can he get himself up there? No. Time's way off. So that's the interesting part of the stream done. Paloma puts it on pole for the second time this season. So there we go. Fusion Gamer P2. Very close, 10th and a half off. Speedy Goose. Good performance from him. 4th is Winnets by 5th. Good performance from the Aston Martins in qualifying. Finley, Icy, Joel, Trey, Dylan is a top 10. Jay Moore, Paul with 2 Hasses are next. Tyler, Hamilton, Lenny, Hasbo, Poe, Stingers, Toe, and Vaughan. Yep, did get that grid place penalty, and I don't know if he gave up after that or he binned it. Not too sure what happened. Some collision with Poe apparently. We'll actually have a clip of this, so let's have a look to see what happened as we wait. Let me give the guys a time first before we look at that. So 3 minutes, let's have a look at this clip. What happened with qualifying between Vaughan and Poe. What is going on here? Vaughan just going slow, warming up the tyres. Poe's a bit eager to go through. I don't know. That's outrageous. Well, I think Vaughan, I don't know why Vaughan wanted to stay ahead. I think he could have just let Poe go through and just, yeah, don't know. Don't know why, what either driver was doing there, to be honest. Vaughan wasn't going to concede, then Poe should have backed off, but Poe was really wanting to go fast, and Vaughan could have been smart about it and let him through. Yeah. So we ran through the combined. So look at the drivers. Vaughan will be starting at the back. He's leading the championship. Well, his 100th race is not ideal, especially at Monaco. He's in the lead by 10 points. I see Paloma joint second with 51. Paloma going to be favourite to take the lead at championship once more. Joel is next, just a few points behind. And yeah, my predictions obviously going to be Paloma. You're very good at this track. I think she's controlled the race. And then the podium, Fusion Game are going to be very consistent as usual. But for the final place, I have no idea. See what happens. It is going to be survival of the fittest round here at Monaco. Not many overtaking opportunities, if any, and it's away we go for round 5. It's a decent start from Fusion Gamer on the medium. Is going to try and go for the move on Paloma. There's a bit of contact to go side by side up the hill. Who is going to come out of lead? There's a bit more contact up the hill. and Fusion Gamer is going to concede. He started on the mediums, Paloma started on the hard, so Fusion Gamer went for the early aggressive strategy. As Trey gets past Icy for P8 as we head into the hairpin, and there's a traffic jam, and there's the chain reaction, everybody slamming into each other, and there's a few wings off already. Someone come to a complete standstill there, and then everyone straight to the back of everybody. Continued throughout the field. We'll find out who pit on the position changes. Anyone has about 4 places, but he might have been when it's got ahead of Speedy Goose. Lap 1 has also Bile off the place, and Wes Vaughan is a couple of places toe at the back of the field. A couple of seconds he may have had an incident. Let's see who pits in. There was a few wings. Icy, J Moore, Hasbo, Poe, and Dylan all into the pits on lap 1. There's Finley dives down the inside of Speedy Goose there. Speedy Goose got a bit of damage, very understeery there, and Bio goes past as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's missing an end plate, and he's only going to be going backwards here. Speedy Goose had contact with somebody or the wall. There's another collision at the back here. What's happened? Saint Devot coming out the pits, and Jay Moore's looks like he just rage quit there. Nicely down to 13 places. So let's have a look at the strategy then. We'll see. Wow, most drivers onto the mediums. And Paloma here on the hards. And Speedy Goose also went for the same strategy, but he'll now be on the mediums. Trey boldly went for the softs. A couple more pit stops. Speedy Goose and Paul into the pits. Being followed by Joel here in the Mercedes. Mercedes running well here, 4 and 6 at the minute. Vaughan from back of the grid, so we're up to P11. Lenny up to P10. He's in the points. He's getting a push as Alpha Romeo Stigers. Did he outbrake himself, or did he get a little nudge there from Toe potentially? Looked like he just outbraked himself to me. You can see this field already split up through pit stops. And places, Fusion getting very close to the wall there. These two getting away from Winnets, and I think these three will be pretty happy with their positions, and just keep it out the wall now. I don't think they're going to try and push too hard. But we saw on Tuesday, Aros, I don't know if he had damage, but he pitted very early and got in a bit of clean air. And he just put in the consistent laps, and he got a huge undercut on the rest of the field as Joel, who's just on board there, goes across the hairpin and picks up the first time penalty of the night. Yeah, Aros picked up very early, and he got a huge undercut on the rest of the field, and got himself into P7, I think he finished, and he got himself driver of the day. So anyone watch that one, they might be thinking the same tonight. They pit fairly early. But the way the field's spread out here, I don't think that will be effective tonight, because there's not much clean air. As we see Poe into the pits. So think the only little battle on track right now is the battle for P5. It's got Bio, Joel and Trey. Also Lenny holding up Vaughan for P10 as well. Yeah, I didn't see that happen either. Fresh Paloma 70 out. Finley is 1.1 seconds off Winnets here as well. A bit of a rivalry of season between Red Bull and Mercedes, like it is, or was in real life. Bio next to pick up a penalty, so there now is a on-track battle between Bio and Joel. And Trey could be the one to watch here. He's on the sauce, he's going to be pitting early, and as I said, Amos undercut on Tuesday worked very nicely. If he comes out in a bit of clean air, he'll potentially get the undercut at least on these two. It's a bit of a gap to Finley, 4.4 seconds as things stand, as Finley is closing in on Winnets. Apparently Grealish missed a sitter as well, didn't he, Trish? Let's check in on Vaughan, because he is behind Lenny. Very hard to take and say. Got to wait for the opportunity, and the opportunity arises for Joel and Trey, because Bio looks like he's made a mistake, and a huge mistake. Poe has retired in the pit lane, and Bio will have to pit for a new wing. Okay, as soon as we come off that battle, something happens. So Poe is out of the race. New wing for Bio. Didn't happen at the worst time for him, though. He can go on to the half to the end. He's actually gone for nothing mediums, so he's going to have to pit again. So a strange one for Bio. Definitely onto the halves at the end to try to do something. Tyler up to P7. Let's have another check in on there. There we go. Pretty much half field gone down loads of places, and everybody else gaining position. Vaughan 10 places up, and he's now into the points because Bio has pitted. Lenny, Hamilton, Tyler, Trey, 2 Mercedes, Finley, Witt, Fusion and Paloma lead in the race. Let's get some clout on the screen, shall we? None. That's all we need for now. Paloma just controlling the race as you would in the lead at Monaco. 3 seconds to Fusion Gamer. His best chance already gone off the start of the line, and in comes Stingers. For a wing change, I assume, as well. So Finley fallen off the pace a little bit now to win it. Still there though. So Trey, how long are these softs going to last? And by the looks of things as well, yeah, if he pits now, he's going to come out right slap bang in the middle of the mid pack, where about Lenny and Vaughan are. So he needs to get a little bit more on. Lenny, Toe gets a bit wobbly out of the Nouvelle chicane. Ward's still looking for an opportunity to get past, and then he have a little sniff here. DRS is on. No, straight. It's just not long enough, and then he picks up a penalty for cutting a corner at the first corner there. I'd probably say the best place to overtake is into the Nouvelle chicane. It's all about the run out of Poitiers, which is this corner now. Get nice and close, then he's out of VRS. Here he comes. Going to make the dive, and then he's going to go a little bit defensive, and he's going to go for it, but he's overcooked it, and he's going to have to give that one back. Actually does very sportsmanlike. Just ahead is Mr. Hamilton. These two are catching. Telemetry, yes. I was just looking at the steering wheels, but there you go. Have a look at the fuel. A few red lights on. Monaco does burn the fuel. I don't know what I finished on Tuesday, but I overfueled by 2 laps just to be safe, because, well, it depends on each driver how much you use the high gears or low gears. If you use a lot of low gears, which you normally do around Monaco to get the turn in, especially through this sector here, you're gonna burn a lot of fuel. And let's have a look at the front, sorry, because Winnett is all over the back of Fusion Gamer, and Fusion Gamer is in the pits as he made a mistake here. It looks like a new wing has come out, so Fusion Gamer potentially giving away the P2, so Winnett's now into P2 and Finley into podium places, and in comes Trey for that. Get rid of those softs. So let's see if Trey comes out in clean air. Looks like he actually might. So he catches Vaughan and Lenny at least. So he is, yes. And Fusion Gamer out of the pits. It's got even worse for him. And he's got the whole lap round Monaco with no wing at all, and just hit it. So he's got a pit again, unless he goes to mediums to the end now. Disaster for Fusion Gamer. Normally so consistent. Everyone else got to be very careful with it. Okay, he can barely turn. And Toe's got 2 Aston Martins accompanied. Dylan right behind as well. And Fresh likes that one. So guys, very careful there. Toe being very cautious. He doesn't want to get too close to Fusion Gamer, just in case he has to slow down a bit more than expected. I think everybody else behind is aware of this as well. Maybe not Speedy Goose, he's just sapped the rear of Toe. Fusion Gamer Darling's pits again. Oh, and the Alpines have crumbled. And Dylan spins round at the final corner, and he's going to get overtaken by Hasbro and Icy, now down to P15. Is that wing damage for Dylan as well? It is. And there's Icy with no wing as well. Oh, sorry, it looked like he had no wing. And we have a retirement. Paul is retired in the pit lane. Fusion Gamer out of the pits this time. Hamilton is disconnected, which is unfortunate, from P7. Lenny up to P6 now, son. One still behind him. Oh, Hamilton had a power cut. hopefully it comes back on and hopefully you get back in before you route the points. Here comes Trey on these fresh set of mediums, and there goes Dylan. He has retired out the Nouvelle Chicane, and it's going to be very unlikely we'll get a safety car, but you never know. It has happened before around Monaco. Doesn't look like it. So the Alpines crumble this race, feuding game up, throwing away a P2, and then gets even worse, having to pit next lap. Trey passes the AI of Hamilton. But now he is in traffic. Didn't take him too long to catch these two. And Joel Finley minutes will be liking this. But just keep an eye on these two because they are on red. Oh, actually no, just Vaughan now. And I think it was Vaughan that last time we were here. He was on for a podium, or the win, sorry, and he ran out of fuel, and then Hasbro took the win, I think. Vaughan did manage to finish P2. Yes, you can, Hamilton. So I thought you just saw a move there, but it was actually on yourself. Hopefully I got you added. Yes, I do. There you go, sir. Hopefully you can get back in. You're still in the points. Got a nice little gap to Speedy Goose, 13 seconds. There's a lot of cluster of cars here. What's going on? Toe made a mistake. He's down a couple of places, or did he pit? Tyler was in the pit set. And here's the Speedy Goose train on P9. Cars, tyres come out of the pits, slap bang in the middle of this train. Worst possible thing could happen. So Tyler looking for a move here on toe in the chicane. Gets the move done. There we go, an overtake at Monaco. Probably the only one we'll see tonight. Like an actual overtake as Jay Moore, AI into pits again. Both Haas are DNF now. As Paloma leads this race by 10 seconds to win it. Two Mercedes are comfortable. As Vaughan got past Lenny at some point in that lap as well, I missed. Or did he get past when I was inviting Trey back? So Trey's right behind Lenny. Can he get the move done? He's got much more ERS. Gonna look for the move. Lenny goes defensive, but the wall closed in on Trey there, and he smartly back out of that one. We'll have to wait and look at that. Lenny already 1.7 seconds behind Vaughan. Vaughan has shot up the road. And how many laps will he be on Lenny? And he's gained 2 seconds in one sector. There's Trey and Lenny. Oh no, sorry, Lenny into the pits. So surely not going to go too wide into the final corner. So Lenny gets hands on. And where will he come out? There's a big train. Looks like he's going to come out behind it. Still Speedy Goose train. Slowly splitting up. Tyler. Icy, Bio, and Hasbro in this train. So Vaughan's probably got to gain another couple of seconds, otherwise he'll come out in this train as well. So Finley stops first of the front runners, and He's got a nice little gap behind him. Might come out. He's going to come out ahead of Vaughan here. So nice little gap for Finley. Clean air, P4, perfect. Vaughan Trey now through. Look how much time Trey lost. Just 3 or 4 laps behind Lenny and Vaughan. It's about 6-7 seconds easy as it comes. Icy now. Or is that a wing ready? Can't quite see. It is wing change for Icy. Oh, yellow flag, and Stingers is out of the session. He's like he's done a Schumacher. Try and get ball out foot. Mercedes, there he is. Yeah, potentially lost it on this inside curb and into the wall. And that is Stingers out of session, but luckily the other Alfa Romeo is leading the race comfortably, and Winnets and Joel are next to pit as Finley goes ahead. Back up into P3, but is Joel going to be behind Trey and Vaughan? These two have still got... No, Trey is actually going to the end. You would have thought. So he's come up behind Vaughan and Trey, and these two are going to be holding Joel up when his tyres get up a temperature, so could... Well, he had a big gap anyway. Yeah, let's have a look at the stops. So Hamilton hasn't stopped. But he's still got a good 13-14 seconds to Speedy Goose, the next car who's going to the end. That gap might close a little bit, but depends how long Vaughan stays out on these tyres. Paloma's lead now 31 seconds, still yet to pit though. And it's running well in P2, and here comes Vaughan into the pits. Where will he come out? He's going to come out behind this train, is he? Lenny just... not Lenny, was it Lenny? Yes, it was Lenny. Oh, he's going to come up behind the train here. In the middle of it. Just ahead of Tyler. He's going to have a nice little run up the hill, but not going to be a lot of room. But Vaughan on the cold tyres. Tyler might fancy a little cheeky move. No, not quite. So into the pits. So let's see. Check in on the battle for P2. Finley and Winnets been fairly even so far. Trey looking good for P4, but he's got to get those tyres to the end. They're going to be a bit sketchy towards the end of the stint. As in comes Hamilton, who's now rejoined us. And he has a wing change. Asbo now up to P7. If you game it back into the points at least. Try to salvage something for Alpine tonight. Now, I don't know if Lenny's made a mistake here, because he was running well in the points. Now fallen quite way off the pace here. Made a mistake and a wing change. Not too sure, but anyway. Let's have a look at this little train. I wonder if Paloma's stretching to the sauce here to go for the fastest lap. I would imagine so. Otherwise, she should have pitted by now. She's got the lead. 30 seconds. Why not? Oh, and in comes Speedy Goose, who I heard went for double mediums for some reason, didn't he? He went for the Hans. He would have been on for a good result here. That's a quick stop, but he's going to be in the points at least. Coming out ahead of Lenny, just about. Gets very wiggly on the exit. Very careful not to get a time penalty for crossing the line. And does get ahead of Lenny. And another one with fuel light is on. So have a quick run down the field, see any more. Icy. Toe. Jay Moore's not in the race, and in comes Paloma, or out comes Paloma, and she's not gone for the soft, she's gone for the mediums. And it's safe. And she has a 12-second lead to win it, probably about 11-10. Tyres warm up, and that is Toe getting lapped. Vaughan's already caught up to the back of Hasbro here. Hasbro has a penalty. He's got a nice. So Joel, but he's got a nice 20-second gap. So it looks like the top 5 are cemented their positions. Might be a little twist in the tail for P2, Finley and Winnets. Recharges the rest. Nice. Here's what's happening there. Hamilton into the pits again, and he's had enough wing change ready for him, so that would be number 5 DNF. 6 if you count Jay Moore. There's a couple of battles now. Fusion Gamer on the back of Tyler. One with the fuel light on. Interesting to see who's going to run out of fuel at the end. Who's been caught out. Let's actually get rid of this. Let's have a look on the steering wheels. So Winnets is just got enough. He's getting very close to Finley here. Let's see if he gets a nice run into a tunnel. Not quite. So train. It's okay with fuel. Okay with fuel. There we go. That is Vaughan with minus 0.2. So he's got to do some fuel saving at some point as Tyler gets past Fusion Gamer. Fusion Gamer, another one's got fuel save 0.19. Tyler's okay with fuel. Lenny's 0.1. Icy's got the worst fuel at the minute. He's 0.4 there. So a couple of these guys have got to fuel save. Some a lot more than others, like Icy, but he's not really in the points, so I don't think he's got to keep an eye on really Fusion Gamer and Vaughan. And I think one of the Mercedes is no. Mercedes are fine for fuel. Yeah. So there could be a little twist in the tail just yet. As Bio gets a 5-second time, but it's corner cutting. Vaughan still stuck behind Hasbro here. Tyler and Fusion getting rowdy outside. Should have stayed on board with that one because that looked a lovely move. Gets ahead. sad enough. A very good qualifying. Aston Martin looked very strong in qualifying. But it's unravelled in the race. If you can game a clip in the wall a little bit there. On the inside. Shaw's been sent off. Okay. Sounds like a good game. For once. Ah, that's the right bit, so might as well complete the comms. How'd the F2 race go? Feeling again can't get in the run. And Joel is not closing in on Trey, so I'll say top 5 are cemented. Hasbro is probably looking good for P6 here despite a penalty, because as mentioned, Vaughan has got to do a little bit of fuel saving at some point, and Fusion Gamers Knight's got even worse. He's round again, but he's still in the points. B-Degrees back up to P9 and might have a good run. He's on fresh tyres here on the mediums. Let's have a look. No, he's not going to go for it. But he is up the hill as he tries to find a gap. Tyler covers it off. Speedy Goose is going to go for the move here on this lap, I feel. What sort of run can he get out? What he has, blue flags for someone. I think that's Toe just in a couple of cars behind. So not the best of runs. As in comes Joel, he's got a wing change and on goes mediums. He's got a good enough gap to Hasbro and Vaughan, but at 3-second time penalty, Vaughan still. He's going to come out comfortably here, actually, isn't he? Should be okay. No, he's not. It's going to be very close. Does come out ahead. Hasbro sneaks past, but Vaughan slams the door. Again, Vaughan. No penalty. So, actually, that probably helped Vaughan because Hasbro is not. He's going to the end on these tyres. He's not going to be giving this place up. There's a bit of contact. I think Vaughan just outbraked himself into Joel there. No damage done. So Vaughan will just have to stick behind these two now. As long as he can manage that fuel, he can get himself up to P5 as Joel looking to get past Hasbro. Going for the switch back, he's got a nice run. Hasbro got the inside. Joel again tries to find a gap. Which isn't a good racing between those two. Joel tags the wall. Oh, there's more contact as Hasbro hits the wall. I don't know if there's contact between him and Joel as Joel still trying to find a gap. He's going down the inside, he's going to cut the corner. And yeah, we'll have to give it back, a legal overtake. Joel feels he needs to get past here, otherwise it's going to be place to Vaughan loss. And again, he's got such a good run. Has got on these very old tyres, are still, and he's finally through. Nice move in the end. This time Hasbro going across the corner. Now it's Vaughan's turn to be held up again. 26 lap old hards and fresh mediums could definitely tell the difference. But a little bit of entertainment here at Monaco. A little bit of a battle. Finley still all over the back of Winnets. And Trey pit again. Don't know if for a wing change or to go just because he could have. So Joel needs to get the scatter back up, which he already has. 3.4 difference in tyre wear there showing. And Speedy Goose got some sauce ready and another wing change, and this will bring Lenny up into the points. Bad day for Aston Martin in the end, but there's still 9 laps to go. Anything could happen. So Winnets is also one dipping into the monofuel. So he's got to do just a tiny bit of fuel saving. He could be okay. Oh, some more battle here. Vaughan and Hasbro tyres are absolutely gone here. He's doing a fantastic job to hold a Vaughan here. Battle Joel hard, but obviously Vaughan on the hard tyres, and his tyres are 10 lap holes as well. There he comes, got the DRS, he's going to move around the outside. Hasbro, got to be careful. Nice racing again. Hasbro holding on to this P6, but he's got damage. Look, left end plate is gone. Maybe that's why he's going even slower. And there we go, Vaughan down the inside. Same move as Joel, lovely. And he's up to P6, and look at the time lost to Joel, 10 seconds. And now Hasbro will be looking behind. Ooh, this could get interesting now. Joel, another time penalty. So if Vaughan managed to find a bit of pace here, you never know. And Hasbro has been looking behind him shortly because Tyler game out closing in. And I think we just saw Paloma in it. We did. So Paloma's already lapped up to P8. Yeah. Form. So she does have a time penalty. Not the only mistake she's going to make tonight. Still a few laps left, but was a hot favourite going into the race tonight and has justified that dominant performance so far, and is looking to retake the lead of the championship tonight. So Icy just creeping to the points here, as I think Fusion Gamer just appeared. And Lenny's got a time penalty, so P9 is on. Tyler's got a time penalty, that could also be in range. Oh, there we go, Icy. Gets himself a time penalty. There are races on now as Tyler testing out track limits once more. And Icy right on the back of Lenny here, can he get past? Not a great run, but remember, if you look at that steering wheel, if you can see it, 0.6 Oh, I see. So he has got to do some fuel saving in these last 6 laps. And some randomer has destroyed the lobby. And so has Lenny, so Tyler's on minus fuel just about as well. He's all out of shape. Has both 30 laps on these hard tyres. He's doing well. And yeah, as you can see now, Vaughan is just getting back to plus fuel, and that is why he's fallen off the pace a little bit to Joel. And the tyres offset as well, but he was on 0.2 few laps ago. Now he's managed to get that back up. Finley dropped off the pace here when it's 1.6 seconds. Oh, and in comes Finley. Has he got damaged? Maybe that's why. No, he's gonna go for the fastest lap. And he's got a gap. Well, he might lose to Trey. Unlikely. He might. No, he's gonna come out ahead Trey comfortably. It looks like it. So I probably realised overtaking when it's not gonna likely to happen. So he'll try and get the fastest lap, and Winnets could respond if he's greedy here. Oh, Hasbro has DNF on them tyres. 31 lap old. As he just tagged it inside of the Nouvelle chicane there and gone round. As both McLarens are out of session. And the miserable season continues in Tier 2. Hasbro, a good result last week. Unfortunate to get a time penalty. It's put him back to P7 in the end. But yeah, finished P4 on the track. Lenny has caught the back of Tyler, who's going very slow. Look, he's got damage somewhere. He's surely got damage. Yeah, no wing for Tyler. I'm sure he's going to let his teammate through. She doesn't. Speedy Goose. Get out of the way. Oh, tyres all over the shop. Speedy Goose gets through. And once again, Tyler, Fiend Gamer might find himself in the points. So Winnets is not going to respond. He's already gone round. But Finley has gambled on the fastest lap and he has binned it. So that extra point, being greedy for an extra point, has cost his team at least 15 points here. And let's have a look at the chat, because I'm sure Fresh is going to be very happy with that one. Well, he hasn't said anything yet. But a gamble for that extra point, not paying off. And now Trey is in the podium places there, as he's now tagging the wall. And we go top 5. Massive gap. Lenny up to P6 as he's got a little train on behind him. Icy, Speedy Goose, Tyler still going, no wing. He's going to try and go to the end. Fiend Gamer's cloven in. I don't know why he's yeah, I don't know why Tyler's going, unless he's trying to save his team some money. But if I was Tyler, I'd pit, go for fastest lap, because Toe is 1 minute behind, to say. Tyler's risking DNF in here. He pits, he goes the fastest lap, gets it, he's gained, well, he's lost nothing. Surely he's going to pit. No, Tyler's been silly here. He's going to lose the place of the game eventually. He could even cause an incident, which he has. And pushes the game off the track. Luckily, stays out the wall. But I don't know why. Just pit. Get a set of slots on, set the fast lap, get the point. Otherwise you're just going to end up DNFing yourself or DNFing someone else, like just nearly happened to Fusion Gamer. So there's Paloma. She might fancy an extra point tonight. 33-second gap to win it. So lots of gaps here, so we'll keep an eye on this little battle. There we go, and the battle for P7. Speedy Goose breezes past nicely there for P7. Look at that Fusion Gamer already on the back of Tyler again. And this time Fusion Gamer runs into the back of Tyler and causes himself a bit of damage. Oh, there we go, Fusion Gamer out of the race. Well, and Toe is going to pick up a point here. Maybe a bit frustrated with Tyler. Well, 10 drivers left on the grid now. Yeah, I don't really understand that from Tyler. Especially around Monaco. While you drive around with no wing like that, and now you DNF himself again. Let's ride on board with the race leader. Let's have a look at the fuel actually again. See if everyone's going to make it on this final lap. Yeah, Vaughan is under, but it's going to be a nice 20-second gap. And then Lenny P6, but he's 0.3, so he's going to run out of fuel. It's likely Speedy Goose is going to overtake. Icy going to run out of fuel as well. But let's ride on board with the race leader Toa fishing out into the points. His first point of the season. As we head up to Raskas for the last time of Paloma, been a very tidy performance. Brilliant qualifying lap. And very consistent through the race. And she will take the lead of the championship. She takes round 5 here at Monaco. When it's a solid performance as well. Good P2 for Red Bull. Still got a few corners to go yet, so we won't celebrate too early. Now, yeah, forgot about the laps cars. So actually saves Lenny and Icy there. Winnets will grab P2 and Trey on his official debut for Ferrari. Is going to pick up a podium. We'll have a race from him as well. Joel will pick up P4 from Mercedes, but it would have been a nice podium and a P5. Finley gambled on the fastest lap and DNF, and there is one running out of fuel, but luckily everyone else behind him was lapped. So I don't think they would have caught him anyway, but back of the grid, P20 for Vaughan up to P5. Yeah, there you go, 12 of the day. And are we going to wait for the results? Yes. Alright then, there we are. Paloma grabbing her second. Actually, that's a third. Yeah, second win of the season. Quickly get the race director. Look at the damage. That is a lot of wing changes. Let's grab all that quickly. Time to run down the grid. So Paloma, Winnets, Treya, the podium, Joel, Vaughan, Lenny, Icy, Speed, Goose, Tyler, and Toe are the point scorers, and the rest of the guys are the DNFers. And there's a lot of damage bills coming in tonight. So there we are. Thank you for watching. Next week. Let's see where we're at. We are at the Paul Ricard, or Circuit Paul Ricard, in France for round 6. I'm sure the drivers are glad this one's over, and we shall see you next week. Thank you for watching, and good night. They've gone for this big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go then, around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eli. That is not a place to overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it, round 2 on.